All right, so last night TikTok went away, and then this morning they brought it back. So it's definitely been kind of a wild 12 hours, or definitely the last 24 hours, if not the last week, with the anticipation that TikTok is going away. And one of the things that you probably saw if you're on TikTok is a lot of businesses, a lot of people, a lot of influencers talking about leaving the platform, really going to miss it. Heartfelt goodbyes, influencers talking about some of the lies that they said to promote their stuff. And then, of course, 12 hours later, it was kind of all for nothing because it's back. But the one thing it definitely should have made you do is look at your business, look at your platforms, and look how much time you're spending on one platform. And this is what I wanted to talk about in today's video, and that is putting all of your focus, or basically putting all of your eggs in one basket. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jeff Standley with Standley Handcrafted, and I talk about candle making and everything around it, from the business to the tutorials and how to get into it. And of course, if you're not new to the channel, this is not a new concept, or not really a new video, but with TikTok kind of going away, I wanted to jump in here fresh and let people know again that it's not a good idea, or it's actually a better idea to put your content on multiple platforms. It's almost, and this honestly goes hand in hand with what I tell people in candle making, is to not put all your eggs in one basket as far as vessels, wicks, wax, oils, or anything like that. I mention it when I talk about candle making. Always have a backup plan. Always know another wax that works, another vessel that you know works. That way, if something gets discontinued, like TikTok or a wax, you know exactly what you can fall back on, and your business really doesn't take a hit. And with TikTok going away, this is a shining example of people. I know tons of people. There's a lot of influencers. I'm on TikTok way too much. I follow a lot of people who are on there, and that is the only thing that they're on. And a lot of people that I was watching were literally talking about losing their business because that's the only thing that they had on there. Now, of course, some of these people were influencers, but a lot of businesses are on there as well. And I do follow a lot of candle accounts who were only on TikTok. And while they may have built up an incredible following over there, I know a lot of candle accounts who have several 100,000 followers, which is absolutely incredible. When you jump over to other platforms, they are nowhere to be found. Some of them literally do not even have a profile on something like Facebook or Instagram. And that's kind of where I wanted to throw a word of caution today, is to make sure that you're not putting all of your focus into one area. And I definitely say this as somebody who doesn't really follow this too much. I do have a presence on pretty much any platform that's out there, but of course YouTube is my main focus, but I do focus on Facebook and Instagram. I kind of gave up Snapchat years ago because it just was kind of worthless for business. And then, of course, with TikTok, I do put a little bit on there, but I definitely don't do as much as I could. But if one of these were to fail, I can definitely pick up and start the ball rolling on another platform. If TikTok went down, I've still got YouTube, I've still got Instagram, and I've still got Facebook. And unfortunately, that's not the case for a lot of candle makers out there and a lot of influencers out there. They pretty much put all of their focus into one area because it's working. And again, that's not a bad thing, but you definitely want to take some of that content and make sure that you're still kind of sprinkling it around to other platforms. Some of the TikTok videos I saw with people talking about losing their entire business, it was the only thing that they had. They had no idea what they were going to do for the next month or two. That is definitely a scary reality for a lot of people out there. So I would definitely suggest to anybody out there, if you're putting videos, or if you're making videos specifically, because a lot of platforms are very video based or heavily video based, definitely create your videos. Much like the YouTube videos that I make here, a lot of these videos I can cut up. I can put them on Instagram. You can do full uploads now on TikTok, so a 10-minute video on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or anything like that. I can pretty much shoot one video and put it on any one of those platforms. Now, of course, you do have to tailor those videos to fit the platform, because obviously a full-form video like this on YouTube is not really going to play well on something like Instagram or TikTok. And that's where you can cut it up into short-form content, which is where it's really going to thrive on those platforms. And the big reason I say this now, and I really wanted to get this video out, is because the fate of TikTok is kind of still out there. We really don't know how long it's going to be around. It could go down tomorrow again. So a lot is really up in the air. And I know something like that, definitely with growing the business or anything like that, definitely scares the hell out of me. If YouTube were to shut down, like I said, that's the biggest focus that I put a lot of my time and effort into. And if it were to go down, I mean, I could transition well into some of the other ones, but I would definitely trip and stumble a little bit. And it would definitely be a little bit before I got a lot of traction on some of the other platforms, which is why this got me thinking about my own focus and my own videos, and kind of me really attacking these platforms a little bit better than I do. YouTube, I'm starting to get back into it, trying to get this one up and going a lot more from what it was in the last year or so, selling the vessels and everything like that. And I want to put a lot of that focus and really get basically all the platforms up and going and putting the amount of focus into them that they each deserve. And one of the benefits about putting yourself on different platforms is you do have people who just absolutely do not want to go to TikTok. They're only on Instagram. They're only on Facebook. They may only be on Snapchat. So if you're putting a little bit of time and effort into each one of those platforms, you're going to be putting a little bit of time and effort into new audiences kind of all over the place. And of course, that will absolutely benefit you as a brand, as a business, and of course, your future going forward. So that's pretty much it with this one. I just wanted to hurry up and get this out there. It's a quick video, but like I said, TikTok went down last night. A lot of people were freaking out, and it came back up this morning, so a lot of people are excited. But definitely don't get excited too much because it's still really up in the air on what's going to happen. And of course, I'd love to hear everybody's thoughts on TikTok and what happened over the last few days. So if you want to let me know in the comment section down below, go ahead and type away. And of course, in the next video, I've got part 2 of Black Tie Barnes oils. I've already tested some of these. I've got candles burning right here, and I've already put a bunch of these in a few different candles and melts. So I've got thoughts on those oils as well as some of the other ones that he sent me. And again, I'll see you in the next video, and thank you for watching.